Hello and welcome back for another vintage cube draft. I've been doing some drafts today and I've been getting my ass handed to me in every single draft. I've been trying to do all sorts of sweet things and it never really works out. So I should just be drafting a good deck now. That said, there is a time spiral and time spiral is sweet. And there's Yawgmoth's Will that can be maybe wheel for Storm. Otherwise there's a bunch of duels and a Golos or just an Eidolon and try and punish people. I mean, I haven't drafted Storm, but I've been losing so much that I just want to keep it simple, and I'll take the Eidolon, hope to wield Incinerate. Well, I immediately regret my pick because there's absolutely no mono red cards here. What do we want to do then? I can take Fallen Shinobi. Fallen Shinobi is always nice. Snapcaster. There's Yawgmoth's Bargain for Storm, but I think we're giving someone Time Spiral, so now I want to stay away from Storm. There's Emrakul. Emrakul allows for some stuff. Could have even gotten Heartbeat to go with our Time Spiral. Now what? I like Electric Brutality, but that seems kind of weak. Maybe I just take Emrakul and see what happens with that. Yeah, I'll take Emrakul. Blightsteel Colossus. Ooh. There's Oath of Druids. I love me an Oath of Druids, but I shouldn't be playing this. I always go down this route. You know what? I've already burned some tickets today. I might as well burn more and just take the Oath and start building around this. Otherwise, there's also Blightsteel, which is another fatty. Maybe we take the Blightsteel and try and wield the Oath. And then we can Oath into Emrakul or Blightsteel. Yeah, I like that a little better. Tezzeret, Garruk, Natural Order, Imperial Seal. I mean, if I really want to go Oath, maybe Imperial Seal is the card to take here. Tezzeret's also quite good, but I think I take the Imperial Seal. Get out of here, Eidolon. That's the card we're going to lose to, not the card we're going to play. Man, all of these Storm cards? What do I want to take here? I could take Burial Rites. That kind of goes with Oath. You mill yourself and then stuff happens. Take Lion's Eye Diamond. Not sure what we do with that, but it's an interesting card. Karn. It's not bad either. Not really synergizing with Oath, if that's what we get. Man, I'm already off the rails. Take Savannah. I don't hate that either. I'll take the Lion's Eye Diamond. Let's just take some broken cards and see where we end up. Man, we should have just been Storm. Kiki Jiki. Overgrown Tomb, Memory Jar, Bolas' Citadel. I mean, I do like me a Bolas' Citadel, but I don't think we're going to be a Bolas Citadel deck. Take Overgrown Tomb. I think I take that. Then what do we have here? Knight's Whisper, decent card draw. Caracas, also fine. I take Knight's Whisper, I think. Yeah. Temple Garden, Languish. I think it's Temple Garden or Languish. Let's take the land. Oh, Golos is still here. Architect Taiga, I think. Well, actually, Golos is maybe not bad. Maybe you can spin Golos into some nonsense. Yeah, let's take the Golos. Fallen Shinobi's still here. What? I mean, I love that card. I can also take the Lotus Cobra and then maybe not do Oath, but do other stuff. We can ramp. Well, there's the Oath. I will take it. I'm not sure if we'll end up in an Oath deck, but otherwise Sacred Foundry would also be nice. But let's take the Oath. Now I also really want like Brainstorm. Brainstorm is great with Oath. Imperial Seal is also fine. Yeah, I can find Oath as well as put a card on top so you don't mill a bunch of cards. Yeah. Now I just want a pile of removal and what else? Maybe some Planeswalkers so people have to attack into those. Some mana ramp. I don't know. Yeah, Garruk is a Planeswalker, but that is not really a Planeswalker you want with Oath. Take Nykthos, but that's unlikely to be good. Take Resto and maybe get Kiki. I'll take Garruk though. I mean, Kiki Oath, that would be something. I think I just take the Oust here. It's a removal spell. Ooh, Academy Runes can prevent us from decking. Oh man, why do I draft these decks? Oh, it's hopefully to entertain you at least. Let this be a cautionary tale. Do not draft Oath of Druids. I mean, Golos is kind of a real card. You can spin into Blightsteel and Emrakul. And Golos, it doesn't spin. It doesn't shuffle before you reveal, so you can actually set it up. Now, I think the only two cards that really let you do that are Brainstorm and Jason, and I guess some of the top deck tutors also do it. So Vamp and Seal. What do I want here? I think I want Nahiri. Nahiri is a good Planeswalker. It works with Emrakul and Blightsteel, and yeah, it's a Planeswalker that needs to be pressured while not making tokens. I mean, I guess we're doing it. There's a Renin 6. Ooh, I almost missed it, but there's Through the Breach. I think Renin 6 is a nice one, but Through the Breach is kind of perfect if we already have Emrakul and Blightsteel. So let's take that. Do need some fixing. Let's get this Lotus Cobra out of here. What do we have? Hallowed Fountain, which not blue yet. Pyretic Ritual to speed up our deck a little bit. Blooming Marsh could be decent, but that probably comes back. I think I'd take the Hallowed Fountain. I might need some blue mana in this deck, and then I'll be happy to have picked up a duel. We can play Dimmer Signet or Bloodstained Mire. I think we need the Bloodstained Mire. It's not a great fetch yet, but Balance also kind of interesting. Huh. You know what? I'll take Balance. Then what do we want here? There's the Ready, which is good, but not great. There's Makeshift Mannequin, which kind of works with Emrakul. Let's take the Makeshift Mannequin, get this Garruk out of here. This is a pile if I've ever seen one. Lion's Eye Diamond, I don't think we want. Oust, probably also not. Bribery. I mean, Bribery is not bad, but it's a double blue card. Otherwise, we take Vindicate. Vindicate could be good. Huh. Yeah, it's between Bribery and Vindicate. Let's take the Bribery. Vindicate could come back. Let's get this Academy Runes out of here. That's not happening. Lion's Eye Diamond 2. I mean, this is a pile for sure. Dragon Lord Darka. Sylvan Library. I mean, Sylvan's sort of good with Oath. And just a fine card in general. Yeah. We need some fixing though. We only have 3 fixing lands. And we have a pile of nonsense. I also need some interaction cards. I guess Oust is a decent one. Ooh. Arid Mesa. That is good. That is good. Yes, I want that. Path. Sure. Good interactive card. I'll take it. Oh man. Bribery is probably not happening. Sneak Attack would be sweet. Sneak Attack is a card I would want. Ooh, Ren and 6 came back. I think I take Ren over Everflowing Chalice. I do want to ramp, but Ren is kind of unique. Yeah, Ren. Need more fetches. Scrubland. So now our Arid Mace can also get black. I'm into it. Yep. Oh man, this is a pile. Chart of course, some card draw, a way to discard for Makeshift Mannequin, and what a pile. What a pile of cards this is. Maybe I should stay away from blue. I mean, I picked up the Chart of course over nothing, really. And then this Bribery we picked up over Ren, but we still got the Ren. I'll take Koth, not play it. Yeah, sure, Elishnorn and Shrine. Okay. What do we have? Fractured Identity, which is a very nice card, but probably not one we should be playing. Duress, like that too. There's Liliana. Kind of want to take Lily. Lily works with Makeshift Mannequin. Lily is a planeswalker that your opponents need to pressure. I'll take the Lily, but I'm not sure if I really want to splash Fractured Identity. As good as that card is, maybe I should just stay clear of blue. Entomb. Entomb is sweet, but we don't have that many ways to reanimate something. And our 2 fatties are actually hard to reanimate. I can also take the Wooded Foothills, which is probably the correct pick. Yeah, I think it is. Let's take that. Progenitus, Prismatic Vista, Shallow Grave. Ooh, I really want Shallow Grave, but I also want decent mana, and then Prismatic Vista is appealing. Shallow Grave is a card that could wheel. I mean, it only works with Emrakul. I think I take Prismatic Vista. Okay, Iona, Ashiok. I kind of want to take Ashiok, but probably shouldn't. I can also take Iona, and then what? I'm going to take Wasteland, or Ashiok. Ashiok's also a planeswalker they need to pressure, but they're not super reliable with our oaths, maybe. My heart wants to take the Ashiok. My brain is yelling, no. Or I can also just take like a Banishing Light. As weak as that is, we do want to survive. Oh man, Iona is sweet too. Blightsteel can also still lose the game. I'll take the Ashiok. Sneak Attack. Nice. That is a card that we wanted. Windswept Heath, I'm sad to see that go, but I will take a sneak and be very happy with it. Gideon. Gideon's not terrible. I like Ugin too, but we're never casting that. I'll take a Gideon. Ulamog. That's another big fatty. We could also take Show and Tell or Eureka, but those can easily come back and they're kind of traps. I'll take Ulamog. Questing Beast, Smokestack, Anguish the Making, Casualties of War. I'll take the Anguish the Making. I really want to get these blue cards out of my deck. Especially Bribery seems overly ambitious. I mean, it can win games, that's for sure. Wear Tear, or I can take a Bayou and have a slightly better mana. I think it's probably correct. Well, we've managed to get ourselves quite the pile. Let's take this Bribery out. I do need 1 or 2 more playables actually. I wouldn't mind maybe a Wrath or something like that. Some further cheap removal. We're splashing green for Oath of Druids right now, and Sylvan I guess. Sundering Titan. Wishclaw Talisman. I mean, Sundering Titan is just going to destroy our own mana base. Like, maybe Wishclaw Talisman is decent. I'd be surprised, but I'll move it to the sideboard. Parallax Wave. Parallax Wave controls the board and is sort of a combo with Sneak and Through the Breach, but if we get that to work, do we really need more? I can also take Copperline Gorge and make our mana just slightly better. Here I'll take Banishing Light. It's a sort of removal spell. Ooh, Day of Judgment, I like that too. And we've got ourselves quite the pile. I really went into this thinking, oh, I'm going to draft a solid deck and I'm just going to try and make an attempt at a trophy, and I ended up with this. Ooh, Niv Mizzet. Did we play that too? Probably not. Eureka, I don't mind Eureka for the sideboard. Against some decks, Eureka is potentially good, but this is a pile, all right. Then we just add 8 lands and we're done. Perfection. Basic of each color, a bunch of white and red, and I think this is fine. Yeah, this seems fine. Why do I do these things? Let's see how this goes. Ready for round 1 with our Oath of Druids deck. We have perfect mana, as you can see. I mean, we can't actually cast Oath, but we do have Night's Whisper into Liliana, so that could be good enough. They get to start. That is a little scary. Darkslick Shores. Inquisition. Don't love that. I'm curious what they take here. They're thinking for a while. So they take Night's Whisper. All right. We draw Ulamog. Seems perfect. Start with a Swamp and then go. I wish I had some discard spells. Concealed Courtyard. Let's play our planes. Next turn we get to try and jam Liliana. They have an island. I guess we're up against some sort of Esper deck. That could be rough. What is this? Mind Twist for 2. So they're hoping to hit our Liliana? No, they hit Path and Oath. So we do get to resolve Lily perhaps? Copperline Gorge. Well, I'll just play Lily. And then I think I do plus. I'll discard Ulamog, shuffle my other stuff back in. They discard Consecrated Sphinx. Sure. We don't have anything going on but this Lily. Oh, Jace. Jace versus Liliana usually means Jace ends up winning, but we'll see. Yeah, they draw an extra card a turn and I'm discarding all my cards. That doesn't seem great. Our opponent seems to be on a serious deck. They are actually, I think, one of the people with quite a lot of trophies. Ooh, Sylvan Library. That's a good one, but unfortunately we cannot cast it. Let's discard this Plains, which we do not need. Or do they discard? A Swamp, yeah. Then Copperline Gorge and go. What is this? No! Oh my god. Fractured Identity. I'll just scoop it up to that then. I mean, I'm not getting out of this. Yeah, we draw Balance. Perfect. Anguish to Making. That would have done something. Now what? I think this matchup is pretty tough for us. What do I want to change? Maybe take out this Oust and just run a Bribery. Witchclaw Talisman doesn't seem great. Maybe a Garruk as a Planeswalker that's hard to deal with. Day of Judgment, probably bad. Yeah, let's submit this, but I think we want to play against people who are planning to play creatures or something like that. I'll keep this hand. Yeah, it seems decent. If we can resolve Lily, that's good. And maybe we can get a red land and also play Lily. Let's start with an Overgrown Tomb and just pass. Hopefully no discard spell. Darkslick Shores. And yep, they have the discard spell. So I think bye-bye Lily and then our hand doesn't do anything. Yeah, Lily down. Draw Path. Path's pretty poor against them. Scrubland and go. Shambling Vents. Yep. Prismatic Vista. That I like. Now, hopefully they don't also have a Spell Pierce, but go get a Mountain. And then I can't really afford to play around Spell Pierce. Oh, they don't. Nice. So at least we get to develop some sort of mana base. And what is this? 3 mana. Thief of Sanity. Well, I will Path their Thief. Getting hit by that seems like a bad time. We do ramp them, which is unfortunate. And they can get... Oh, they get a Swamp. Why do they need more black mana? I was surprised that they're not getting an island or maybe even a white source so they can activate Shambling Vent to attack us or attack our Wrenn. Let's go fetch. I guess we reveal that we are in fact all colors and get an island. Then use Wrenn again to get back to Vista. I mean, our hand is pretty much garbage, but yeah. Now they get to activate Shambling Vents. I don't mind this all that much. It's gonna take a while before Wrenn goes down to this. Imperial Seal. Well, what would I Imperial Seal for? Let's use the Vista to check. I can go get a Planeswalker Oath seems bad. I can get Nahiri. Nahiri seems kind of decent. Just filter through all of the lands, get them back with Ren. Yeah, I think that's what I do. Use Ren to get this back. And then let's cast Imperial Seal. And I think I get Nahiri. I could also get Golos, but that is easier to kill or interact with. Yeah, let's get Nahiri. And then pass. They Entomb. Was not expecting that. Thought there were some sort of Iona. Okay. What am I going to do against the reanimated Iona? No, they animate Shambling Vents and get in at Ren. Do they have a reanimate or some sort of animate dead? Doesn't look like it. Then I want to play my land first. So I'll play Prismatic Vista, fetch, go get another swamp. And then hopefully they don't have a reanimation spell next turn. Discard a card. Yes, discard the forest. Sylvan Library. Well, return the forest and then play Sylvan Library and then pass. And now I really don't want them to reanimate Iona. What is this? Elspeth Conquers Death. Eating our Nahiri. Oh, and that they're going to use to get back Iona. I like their deck. Let's see if the library can find us anything. Yes, I do want to use it. These two, really? I think I just pay for and pay for. I really need something here. Is there even a basic left in my deck? I don't think there is. Let's chart a course. I don't really find anything. So let's discard this. And then I have to shock to play Ashok. I guess I will. I'm going down to 4, so I'm also just dying. Ashok, exile the top 3 cards of their library. We find a Solemn, which we could play next turn, and return a land. We have 5 lands in hand. I mean, our draw hasn't been great. Our non-creature spells are more expensive. They get to hit us down to 2 also. I mean, all of this is just bad. What is it? That's a boatload of mana. Grizzlebrand. Really? Oh, man. All right. Hardcast Grizzlebrand. Redraw Emrakul. Seems perfect. Yes. And there are more lands on top of our deck. Well, I think our opponent's deck was actually good and ours is a little bit of nonsense, but our draw has also been extremely poor. Let's try again in round 2. Ready for round 2. Let's see if we can do a little bit better. I mean, our deck probably isn't great, but who knows? Yeah, this is a hand. It's gonna go back, that's for sure. I guess this does some stuff. It mostly has a library. I'll keep it. And then put back the Emrakul, or do I actually want it? And then put back the Makeshift Mannequin. I think I put back the Makeshift Mannequin. There's less ways to discard Emrakul and then reanimate it. And maybe we draw like Through the Breach. Oh, this is mono red. Mono red's probably just gonna destroy me. Hallowed Fountain. No, blue red. So all of my stuff's getting countered. Nice. Let's go try this library. I expect it to maybe not resolve, but we'll see. Sylvan Library. Ha! It does resolve. Nice. All right. They did think about it, so that feels like they might have a counter. Impulse. We're drawing land, so we can at some point play Golos and maybe flip him into some Eldrazi. Who knows? Sulfuric Vortex. Well, we're on a clock then, and we're not paying life for the library. That is also for sure. I have to run into the Fun Police? Come on. We've drawn another land. Yes. I want to pay life, but I really can't. So let's put this on top. Let's put this on top. Let's play the Overgrown Tomb. And then maybe next turn we can balance or something. Don't play Cough. Faithless Looting. Interesting. Firebolt and Light Up the Stage are their discards. You don't do anything, so I feel like there's some sort of counter spell waiting for me. Yep. Use this. Ren and 6 that doesn't do anything, and a balance. Let's put back the forest and the Ren and 6. Let's play a plains and then just pass. And next turn we can try for Golos. Grim Lavamancer. Alright? Not doing anything. Not even flashing back Faithless Looting. Yes, I do want to use it. Oath of Druids. Huh. Well, let's put back Ren and let's put back the forest and play land. And I think I just play Oath. They can kill their own Grim Lavamancer to stop this. Would they have Force of Will? Well, in that case, what I think I do is, if I balance, I lose a land. Yeah, maybe not. Alright, Force of Will was going to get us. They had Remand. So yeah, they had to force, because they couldn't just remand, we would be able to replay it. What is this? Faithless Looting Flashback. I guess next turn we just play Golos, get a red source, and then the turn after we can flip with Golos. They still keep open mana. Put on top, and put on top also. And hopefully this Golos does resolve. Yes, sweet. That's something. We have some turns, but we don't have infinite turns. What do I want? I'll just get Copperline Gorge. That's the worst one to draw, perhaps. All right, next turn we're flipping Golos to hopefully hit something good. We sort of get the C with the library if we do hit something nice. They're down to 11. Okay, they use Grim Lavamancer, deal damage to Golos. I guess Golos is dying then. Incinerate, yes. Golos down. And one card. Now what? We draw a card. Ashok doesn't seem great. Imperial Seal seems probably worse. We could just Gideon and then balance maybe. Putting these two back. Put on top. Play land. Play Gideon. And then I could balance, but that mostly just kills lands of mine. I'll destroy their Grim. I can Firebolt us. Can we race them? Not sure that we can. They're down to 9. So we attack them for 6, but we do need to find one more point. I don't know. This game's weird. Real weird. I guess Golos did soak up 5 damage. So in that sense, it's done its job. They're casting something. Oh, is this Fire Blast? Feels like this might be Fire Blast. And Fire Blast, Firebolt, and we're dead? No. Oh, now they're tapping. Sneak attack? What is going on? They don't use it. Okay, we are down to 6. Blightsteel Colossus. Put this on top. Let's put this on top. I can't cast that. And I do need to activate Gideon and go and try to attack them. This game's weird. They have like sneak attack blocker. Let's go play Ashok. Any creature off the top is also kind of scary because they can, even a 2/2 or something like that, they can haste in with the sneak. What do we exile? We exiled a Lightning Strike, and what is underneath there? A Young Pyromancer. Young Pyromancer also would have done it. They're down to 1. Come on. Die to your own Sulfuric Vortex. Just do it. They can Firebolt me. We're down to 4. They play the land. Come on. Please. Please. No. Firebolt us. Okay. We're down to 4. We're going to 2 on upkeep. No. No, Rampaging Ferocidon. Oh, and then we die? Seriously? Yeah. I guess we should have plussed on our turn so we can't die to a random creature off the top and then swing in. But then they would have just blocked and kind of would have been the same thing. That was frustrating. What do we do against them? Maybe I just Eureka. Try that. Seems kind of bad, but at the same time, I do want to try it. Anything else? I guess we can also play Elishnorn. Cut the blue cards, maybe? No, that's maybe a little bit too much. I'm not sure if playing Eureka against the sneak attack deck is really the way to go, but kind of just want to try it, honestly. Elishnorn. Maybe Bribery is actually the way to go. Although we don't really have super consistent mana for Bribery. We have 2 blue lands in our deck. No, Bribery is too greedy. I do like Eureka, but what do we take out? I like most of these cards. Anguish the Making because it deals damage. Yeah, let's just go all in. All right, let's see. Well, there's Eureka and we have an Oath. I will be keeping this for sure. Hopefully they have a 1-drop and we just get to play Oath and they do not have a Force. Temple Garden and go. I mean, our hand also does other things. We have a Path and mostly I just want to Oath them. Come on, 1-drop. Grim Lavamancer, perfect. Now, Drawing Emrakul, not perfect, but we have plenty of other fatties. Oath of Druids, no Force. Nice. I mean, they can kill their Grim Lavamancer, but what are they really doing then? Island. Now what? Are you gonna kill your own Grim? They play Impulse. I like it. Means Grim is probably not dying. And maybe we get to flip into an Eldrazi. You'll see, and we'll flip into Golos. That would be so fitting. That is what happened. And I don't even attack with the Grim. Well, let's choose our opponent. Yes, Ulamog. Nice. Ulamog's a good one. We don't have many cards left in our deck, but we do have an Ulamog now. What are you going to do? Can you bounce it? Play a mountain, so they're not done playing just yet. Sure. Okay. Nothing. Banishing Light. So if they oath into like an Eldrazi because they have it, we have an answer to it. No, they have a bounce spell. Pestermite. Sure. So do they have like a twin? I mean, we have Path for their twin, but I could also just go Banishing Light now, but seems kind of weak. Let's just see it. If they have Pestermite Force blue card, then they are the better Magic player, and we lose. Well, there's the 4th mana. I mean, if they have twin, they have to go for it. It's not getting any better for them, I don't think. No, they concede. Nice. All right, Oath did its thing. Turn 2 Oath. they played a 1-drop. Nice. Do I want to change anything? I kind of want to put in Anguish to Making. I also kind of don't. Let's just stick to this. Ooh, we have the Oath again, but we don't have mana to cast it. I think I have to mull this. The chance of not doing anything is just too big. I mean, this isn't much better. Yeah, we have red and green cards and no red or green sources. Need to mulligan. Oh, this is at least better. Let's put back Makeshift Mannequin and Eureka. Playing Night's Whisper against a mono red deck is not really where I want to be, or against a blue red deck, but it is what it is. Mountain, and no 1-drop. Ooh, we draw Mountain. I do like that. Let's play Forest so we at least cannot get wastelanded. I mean, next turn, do I want to play Sylvan? I might. Ooh, Prismatic Vista. Kind of just want to go Night's Whisper. Gas back up a little bit. They are thinking. I mean, it's very tempting to just counter this. We draw Ulamog and a Path. I like Path. Protects us a little bit. And Ulamog through the breach is a thing we can do. We just need a little bit more mana. Next turn we get to play Sylvan and hold up Path. Ooh, Copperline Gorge. Nice. Yep. Sylvan Library. Does this get a counter? They are thinking. I'd be fine with this getting counter. We have the mana we need for the Through the Breach plan. And that means there's one less counter to worry about. I mean, they obviously have one. And then if they do, yeah. Okay, Mana Leak. I was going to say, if they don't counter, then in 2 turns time, I'm doubtful that I want to go for the Through the Breach. Because what I can set up is Through the Breach on their end step. And the creature will stay in play. Young Pyromancer. And then a Faithless Looting. I kind of want to path their Pyromancer, but I also kind of don't. Well, let's just let this happen. Wish we had some rituals to actually power out this Through the Breach a little bit faster. See what they discard. Pathing the Pyromancer gives them maybe double blue. Makes it more likely that they have some sort of counter. Wouldn't mind drawing Wrenn and 6 here. That would be kind of perfect. Get to kill the Pyromancer. Have something on the board that they want to worry about. Rampaging Ferocidon, Sulfuric Vortex. And play an island. I think I can wait. We draw another land. It's not great. Let's just pass for now. I also would hate to get my Through the Breached creature Pestermited. That would suck. They attack for 3. Yeah, I think I just want to save this path. They don't do anything. Play this. I can't not do anything for too long. But it's, I think, fairly obvious that they have Force of Will. Oh man, now I kind of have to. Even Through the Breaching Ulamog is not actually good. They just leave some guys and that's it. How about I path now? I can't Through the Breach on their end step, but then maybe they want to counter this or something. I don't know. Maybe they try and force this. They're thinking about it. It does make their clock a lot less scary. No, they just let it happen. Find a land, and then that's it. Gideon. Well, if they don't force Gideon, then I think they just don't have it. Now, I will play this just so I can't get dazed. I'm expecting a Force of Will. Yeah, exactly. They always kept open 5 mana. There's only 1 card that makes you want to do that. So we're taking another hit. And then the turn after, I'm just going to go for Through the Breach. If they have another counter, they have another counter. And they are better at Magic than we are. Light up the stage. Treachery and a Mountain. Play the Mountain. Grim Lavamancer. More stuff. Sneak attack. And then they're on empty. Okay, so there's no counter in our future. We'll fetch. Get an island. I mean, this Through the Breach is... Ooh. We can also do Emrakul. I guess Emrakul is better. Makes them sack more stuff. Through the Breach. Emrakul, I mean, they still live, and they probably just sack everything but their creatures. And then we have some good draws in our deck. No, they sack their creatures. Why? Why would you sack your creatures here? I mean, now they have mana to work with, but they have a way slower clock. I think I would have maybe kept Sneak, a red source, and all my creatures. This is going away. Shuffling everything back in, so redrawing Through the Breach would be good here. I also still have Faithless Looting. I think they should just be shooting us or attacking at least once. No, they keep it back to maybe shoot something. Ooh, Oath of Druids. Let's play that. That can raise their Lavamancer, depending on what we hit. But even Golos wouldn't be a bad one here. We can immediately activate it and maybe do something. I mean, a burn spell off the top could also kill us. Yeah, we're down to 5. No, Pestermite? Ooh, that's going to be close. And now an Emrakul or something like that doesn't do it. Oh man, they really had to draw Pestermite. No, Faithless Looting. Okay. And it can shoot us down to 1. And then the Grim Lava Monster is going to kill us. So I actually hope to hit Golos now. Yep, we're down to 3. We're going down to 1. So we need to kill them this turn or somehow do something. So give me Golos. Yes. Yes, Golos. That gives us another shot. And maybe we can hit Emrakul. Does it matter what we get? I guess it doesn't. Just get the Hallowed Fountain. And we draw through the breach. Well, no need to even worry about Golos. That would have been sweeter. Just hit Golos or use Golos to hit Emrakul. But I guess we got there. Our opponent has to be mad now. Oh, man. I'm happy we got there. All right, see if we can get a 2-1 with this pile. Back for the final round with our, what is it? With our deck, our Sneak Attack, Oath of Druids pile. We open on this one. Run the draw. I think I like keeping this. We can Imperial Seal for a land, as weak as that might seem. And then we have Sneak and Oust and Path and Lily, so I think this is keepable. Very borderline, but again a blue deck, Preordain. Why do we always have to play against blue deck? Can we not just play against, I don't know, some random creature deck? Overgrown Tomb. Now I'm not sure I want to tutor for a land. I'll just play Overgrown Tomb and pass. We can still do the Liliana thing. And we can decide next turn on if we want to tutor for something. Play Scrubland and just pass. Next turn we can play Lily, but into 2 open blue mana, that might not be a good idea. They did put 2 cards on top with their Preordain. Blue-red. And they have a Basalt Monolith. They have a lot of mana next turn. We draw Bayou. Let's play that and then play Lily. Lily resolves. Let's plus. I think I want to get rid of Charter Course. Yep. They discard Treasure Cruise. Interesting card to discard versus Liliana. I would think that might be good. They do have a lot of mana now. Consecrated Sphinx. Well, we'll path that on our upkeep so they don't get to draw cards because that kind of negates our Liliana game plan. And they will get to find the land, but all right. Now what? I want the land. I can Imperial Seal for a red source. I mean, it's slow, but it gets the job done. And what red source do we want? I guess it doesn't really matter. We can save ourselves some life and just get a mountain. And then play. Do I want to play the plains or do I want to discard it? I think I'm going to have to discard the Oust anyway, so I might as well do it now. Discard Oust. And then next turn, I'll draw the mountain, I'll play the Sneak Attack, and I want to keep the Ulamog in hand, so I need to keep this plains in hand also. They discarded Coalition Relic. We're pretty all in Narset. As long as they don't have a wheel, what do they find? No Time Twister, please. Fire Ice. Sure. Fire Ice is actually weirdly annoying. Play this mountain. Let's make them discard first. Maybe they discard the Fire Ice. Because Fire Ice is actually good against Sneak Attack. Control Magic. Well, I'm just going to play my Sneak. Hopefully this resolves. They're also a little bit incentivized to use the Fire Ice. Otherwise Liliana can ultimate. Yeah, our deck is missing a little bit of fast mana because we're doing everything on such a slow pace. What? They fire Liliana. That seems ballsy versus Sneak Attack. Misium Mortars. That's not really a card. I don't care about Misium Mortars. Venser. They get to bounce our Sneak. A little bit annoying. What do we draw? Day of Judgment. That doesn't look all that appealing. I guess we make them sack a creature and then just play the Sneak again. That resolves. All right, come on, land. What's next? Chandra. Sure. They plus. Reveal Mountain. We draw Makeshift Mannequin. Would be sweet, but let's make them discard a card first. We'll discard Day of Judgment. We're missing 1 land to also be able to get back Ulamog. Let's Sneak Attack, put in Ulamog. Then let's just attack them. We can also make them... No, I want to attack them. I want to kill them on the next hit. Yeah, to get rid of Narset, some lands, and Basalt Monolith. Keep the Chandra. We shuffle everything back in. The reveal Remand. So we take 2. Yep. Anguished Unmaking. Well, that's an answer to Chandra. It's first plus, so we know that they don't have a counter. Discard Makeshift Mannequin. Kind of doing it. Splinter Twin. This is painful, but having the Chandra around would be more painful. Now we have a Liliana. They have a bunch of lands, and we also have a Sneak Attack. Imperial Recruiter. I mean, anything they get, they have to discard. Night's Whisper. Let's cast Night's Whisper. Think like this. Well, Emrakul should be good here. Discard. Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm doing this. This is just good enough. Sweet. Then we're cool. And bam. That's it. Nice. All right. Just need to win one more to get a 2-1 with this deck, and I'd be very happy. We lost against a very good player in the first round with a very good deck. Anything I want to change? I don't think so. Garrick is sort of interesting. What would I take out? Makeshift Mannequin not really performing, but I guess it's only really good with Liliana. Because with Chart of Course, that means we have to have 6 mana, and that's maybe a little bit too ambitious. I guess it does some things with Sneak Attack too, but let's just try it. I'm not too unhappy. We can Imperial Seal for a land again, and then maybe play Ashok. We do have the Arid Mesa that can get us a blue land. Yeah, this seems keepable. Again, it's not great. They start on Preordain. They put one on top and one on bottom. Ooh, we draw Liliana. I do like me a Lily. Let's play this and pass. I don't need Imperial Seal just yet. Mana Crypt. That's scary. What is coming out fast? Coercive Portal. Liliana just became a lot less appealing versus an active Coercive Portal. Do I fetch? No, I think I'd rather maybe draw land. Perfect. Then play Temple Garden. Next turn we can Ashok and try and pressure them that way. Yeah, they can draw extra cards. Mana Crypt can deal them some damage, and then maybe if Through the Breach is lethal sooner. Oh, they won the flip. No Chandra. Looks like Chandra. Yep, it is Chandra. Well, let's go fetch. I mean, we're not doing anything. Hallowed Fountain because we need a blue. I think Ashok is more likely to be good here than Lily. Consecrated Sphinx. They cannot cast that, so we take 2. Hiri. Well, I will play Ashok. Maybe I should have just Imperial Sealed for a land because now I'm in danger of missing land drops, but we'll see. Deceiver Exarch and a land and a Basalt Monolith. Coercive Portal goes off again. Yep. I mean, we need to rattle off some lands. Maybe we draw a land and Imperial Seal for a land, but if we do that, then we're not Through the Breaching because we don't draw a creature. They exile Mizzium Mortars. Take another 2. But then at some point they also get the Emblem Chandra, and that's a problem. But also Imperial Seal for Anguish the Making. I may just have to do that. We do draw land, but it's not a very good one. Also play Deceiver Exarch as another way. No, let's just plus Ashok again. And we found Venser. Ooh, Venser can bounce their Chandra. That is pretty decent actually. Now, what do I Imperial Seal for then? I guess I go for a Red Source. Red Source lets us play Nahiri. It also lets us Sneak Attack or Through the Breach. And we also already have an answer to Chandra, so that won't go ultimate. And then I think we just get a very simple mountain again. So now nothing neat can happen to Ashok, or we're in trouble. Opponent is also still drawing a boatload of cards. So even if we are able to deal with this Chandra somehow, then we're still in trouble. They finally lose a flip, and they've been very fortunate. Imperial Seal so far has mostly been a bad lay of the land. Yeah, they exile card, a mountain, so we're down to 11. Now we need to dodge some sort of burn spell to our Ashok, because with them we know we're dead. Narset. Yikes. Narset is pretty brutal against our Nahiri. I guess we can still uptick and just not discard anything. We're also just bouncing the Chandra. They can just replay it just as easily. Put Venser into play. Let's bounce Chandra. So that's gone for now. Then we'll go Nahiri. Nahiri resolves. I will discard a card. No. No. And then this is also building up to an ultimate. They can Treachery Venser. If they do, we can path our own Venser. We can't get a second mountain though, because we only have 1. Yeah, Homage again. They have 8 cards in hand and only 14 left in deck. They go down to 14. We also get the Narset. Yeah, I mean, I'd be surprised if we pull this off, but Ashok's also doing quite well. Treachery. Yeah, I think we just path this. That means that Chandra is delayed for another turn, or they have to spend a counterspell on this. Yep, let's go find a basic. What do we need? Is there anything we need double for? Yeah, red, but we can't. Let's get Swamp so we can play Liliana. Yeah, Treachery is blanked. We might actually just win on Ashok. They find Remand, and then they have to discard. They discard Island. Balance. Well, let's Ashok them. Firebolt, Abrade, Island. I can play Lily, but actually, they probably Remand the Lily. But balancing, they need to discard a bunch of cards. I guess they get to keep the relevant ones. If they maybe hard counter Lily, that's also fine. Oh, Lily resolves. Let's make each player discard a card. And I think I discard Sneak Attack just because I want to be able to do everything with haste. And I'm kind of sad that they didn't counter Lily. I think I maybe should have just gone for balance right away. Yeah, this is getting remanded now. Yeah, kind of sloppy. Well, let's plus Nahiri. No. I mean, Nahiri is also scary for them. They might have the Pestermite to stop it. I also feel like I might be getting kikied here. Yeah, I probably should have just played the balance and made them discard a bunch of cards. They still get to keep a bunch though. Homage. Come on, lose your flips. No, they won again. They're also close to losing to Ashiok. Play another mountain. I don't want to see Kiki Jiki. Feels like they would have that maybe in their deck. I mean, next turn we can just Lily and balance and make them discard our whole hand. See what they do. They fire Ice. Okay, they fire our Nahiri, so that's not going ultimate. But they're not actually winning the game right now. Ludero Core, sure. Do not care about Ludero Core. Are we gonna win with our Planeswalkers? Feels like it. Yeah, let's go Prismatic Vista. Let's plus Lily and we lose our Sneak Attack, but we get to balance them and they need to discard their whole hand. They discard Treasure Cruise. Well, balance. They lose their whole hand and all of their creatures. Oh, they did have the Kiki. They just couldn't find the twin. And then we exile the top cards of their deck. And they scoop it up. All right. I wasn't expecting to get a 2-1 with this deck, but this one was actually kind of sweet. The first game, or the first match, we just got destroyed by a good deck with good interaction. And I think that was a little bit too much for our meme, but you saw that the theory actually worked out. Like, we got an Oath of Druids win. We got some sneak attack through the Breach Winds. We had the Planeswalkers that people needed to worry about. I think Makeshift Mannequin probably a little bit too much, but I'm very happy with this. That was a fun deck. I've gotten my Oath of Druids win and I'm happy. Doesn't mean that I won't be picking it in the future, but we'll see.